Man is the author of it all. And we have to come to terms, beloved brothers and sisters, with the reality of who we are. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is a superb teacher who is not trying to teach you and I to worship him or to be cheerleaders on the side. But he's trying to teach you and I that where I am, there can you also be. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching the same thing. And he literally taught the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan into becoming himself. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan today desires that we become like him, both male and female. Because he's a man who is in touch with his feminine side. And he's able to teach women just as well as he's able to teach men. At 86 now, is he? At 86 years old, when you observe the nation properly, because we're dealing with vision and we're dealing with view here. When you look at the nation of Islam, on a global scale, what you will see is young people coming in under an 86-year-old, which to the uninitiated or to those who don't see things properly would say, well, boy, that's strange that Farrakhan is able to attract the youth. But that would be the same as saying that God, who is timeless and ageless, attracts the young. No, beloved, age has got nothing to do with it. What's important is the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that is being imparted by the teacher. And that we who claim to be students don't say these things from our lips, but that we become genuinely studious in plumbing the depth of the teachings in order to manifest, because that's why we're here, to manifest the nation of Islam. Because the nation of Islam, beloved brothers and sisters, is not a group. It's not a fad. It's not a private members club. It's not the fiefdom of any egotist who can put people out and say you don't belong. If you submit your will entirely to do the will of God, you are a member of the nation of Islam. It's not even confined to color. I want you to hear me. I know you didn't hear me. Some of us, see, I'm wearing my Proud to be Black. And I'm proud to be black. And I'm not about to retreat from being proud to be black. But being proud to be black, translating into hating white, no. I believe that white people should be proud to be white. I don't believe that they should be ashamed to be white people. Proud to be white. But equally, I should be allowed to be proud to be black. And I can love and honor and respect, all praises due to Allah. I can love, honor, and respect all humanity, even while I am proud to be black. And why do I need to wear a symbol that says such a thing? Because somebody practicing white supremacy made black people to feel that we are inferior And that we should be ashamed of our blackness to the point where in 2019 we still have people bleaching their skins. We still have people wearing blue contact lenses, green contact lenses, anything to try to get away from their natural self, wearing blonde wigs, dyeing the hair blonde. Look, I saw one brother the other day, short hair, blonde. He looked like a bottle of Guinness. It just looks, I'm saying there's room for even that. Somebody, because when I was younger and I was growing up, man, I experimented with my hair. I used to have spectacular hair. I did. And it's normal for young people to want to try different things. Nothing wrong with that, beloved. But the problem is when it's not really about experimentation, it's about trying to change who you are, because subliminally you believe that you are inferior, and by adopting a different look or a different identity, somehow you will be more accepted within the society. That's a sickness, man. That's a sickness, beloved. And this is the reality of what we speak against. We're not talking about that young girl who wants to just try some red hair for the time being, some green hair for the time being. I mean, people will do stuff, man. And it's important that these things are taught to the young people, because, we come out of societies in the Caribbean and Africa where the parents will tell us, don't do this. And then you ask them why, they say, because I said so. But they won't give no breakdown or no explanation, no cause and effect. We can't be like that as parents. We have to give cause and effect. We have to explain to our children. So again, the children can't say, I didn't understand. They must enter into these things with their eyes and their ears wide open. Because in the end, the consequences are real. It's really, really important that when we consider the future, because we're talking about welcome to the future, when we consider the future, what kind of future are we considering? And if today we don't understand what is being done to our young people in particular, and now I'm talking specifically around young boys, young black boys, who we are allowing to just be out there with no parental guidance, because we are now afraid of our own children. And we haven't got the testicular fortitude as men to rein in our young people and say, no, brother, you're not doing that. You're not living like that. I am taking charge of your life, and I'm going to guide you into a better reality. Then what kind of future is it that we expect to materialize if we're just producing young boys who are wild and crazy in the streets, being raised by militant criminals, drug dealers, murderers and killers and assaulters and abusers in our communities, and we don't seem to think that this is going to have an effect in the future? Because if that's the foundation that's been laid now, what does the future look like? If the mentality of the youth, and I'm talking about something very basic here, very simple, and I know sometimes when we talk about basic and simple things, people think, well, it can't be that important because it's so basic and simple. But a basic and simple thing, like a society convincing young men in particular that to walk around with their trousers down is somehow progressive, with your undergarments on show, or your waistline around your hips, or your upper thighs, where you can't walk properly and you've got to literally walk like a penguin just to keep your trousers up, and you spend most of the day pulling it up a little bit. You've got a belt on, but the belt is kept loose. Like you've forgotten that a belt is meant to go around your waist to hold your trousers in a particular place.
Come on, teach.
If you can convince a whole generation of young people that that's acceptable, what have you done to those people? Because when I see them, it looks stupid. And I imagine our enemy looking at our young people and saying, we got them. And so many of us seem to not think that this is important. Yet, we will hoover our carpet at home, won't we? We'll get our car washed, won't we? Don't we get up? Well, we should do. Don't we get up and get in the shower in the morning and fix ourselves up? Wipe the matter out of our eye? Clean our teeth? But yet, we think it's acceptable for young people to go out looking like tramps. How does it compute? So, beloved, I want a future. That's a future of peace, love, harmony, respect, honor, prestige. My brother emphasizes love, which is freedom, justice, and equality. Not a world of sin and iniquity. That's the kind of world that I'm working toward bringing in. That's the world that I'm happy to give my life to see made manifest. I refuse to accept a world like this. I don't care how many hundred words are used to make evil fair seeming. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I've grown up in. I know what I've experienced. And I don't care how much Boris, Trump, or any of them talk about this great future to come. That's going to be manifest via them. Or those behind them who talk about a new world order. No, beloved. The only thing new, according to the scripture, God says, and I will make all things new. And that is Master Farad Muhammad, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and their servant, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Brothers and sisters, let's assist these men. Let's assist our God to say to the human family, welcome to the future. Welcome to the nation of Islam. Welcome to a nation of peace. May Allah bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.